In all of these videos where I talked about my education, I never really detailed what it was and what it is that I'm studying. I've always said the keywords: languages, teaching, education, all that. And while this video has nothing to do with my education directly, it is about a specific topic that impacts me personally, and maybe even one day impacts you as well. So when you get in masters in university, at least in France, you got 2 years. Each year is considered a master of something. You have master of something year 1, master of something probably else year 2. For my first year, I was accepted into the fundamentals of teaching languages and linguistics. That was my the name of my master's. And for my second year, I could choose between one of the two branches. I could stay within the teaching universe and choose between French as a second language, French as integration language, and essentially teaching French as a career. Now, this was not my, I wasn't comfortable in those shoes, and so I went with the other branch, which is education, instruction, innovations, and technology. And here is why I'm making this video. One of the biggest keywords, the biggest concepts that you would hear when you are in our field, and I'm assuming in pretty much all of the fields right now in the world, is the concept of artificial intelligence, AI. That's like the new flashy thing. Is AI going to replace us? What's going to happen? How will we cope with this? Things like that. And I like AI. I like technology. It feels, it helps. It speeds up your process. It can't think for you. It can't. There's no way it can. There's nothing artificial or intelligent about AI. It's just a culmination of everything that we have done. It's like a collective experience as us as human beings that this machine has access to. So it doesn't create new things, because creating means making something from nothing, at least in terms of artistic creation. But everybody is harping on about how AI is going to replace us. It's gonna get our job. It's gonna I don't think it's that bleak, but I do have a specific case where I wish AI does not improve as much. And that is the domain of music. Recently, in the past few weeks, depending on when you're watching this, like in November, December of 2023, there was this video, song, music thing that was completely written and designed and recorded and produced by artificial intelligence through using multiple systems. We had this song being made by, what it was written on the website as AI. And when you listen to it in the first place, it's off. It's pretty impressive for what technology can do right now, but it's pretty off. There's no human element in it, and I guess that's the point, because if it was a human element, then it's no longer AI, right? It's just it's just intelligence. So as a musician, as an artist, I think I'd like to give my opinion about using technology and using AI as a songwriting tool or as a songwriting replacement. But first, I need to go and do my class. I guess this is one thing that AI can't replace: human element. I'm gonna go teach. Catch you in a bit. You see, these days, everybody who has any kind of interest in any kind of a business is going on and on about the dangers of using AI and how it's going to replace all of us, how it's going to create doom and gloom and the apocalypse and the end of the world. I don't think like this. And I do believe, specifically when it comes to music, when it comes to the creation of songs, there's no way, it's not possible, that AI can create something that can even remotely compete with good music. And I know I just used an adjective that's subjective. What is good music? Some people call something bad music, while others call it a masterpiece. I understand this. This is a very nuanced conversation. What I'm trying to say is, we've been dealing with sampled instruments all our lives, at least all my life for the past 20 years. It's an integral part of demo creation, of tracking. It's something that exists. Now, sample libraries are not AI. That's a very clear conversation because there's nothing regenerating from it, or there's nothing coming out of it that's automatic. You need to still play, and I'm all in favor of using sampled instruments. I do that all the time. All of the music that I have ever written in my entire life until today has had at least an element of sampled libraries and instrumentation that had been played by somebody else, but now it's being recreated using my own touch, my own soul. And that's the keyword here, soul. There's no way you can replace human soul. It would be cool if you could upload your consciousness to a machine and live forever, but then you'd really not be living forever, you'd just be existing. I want to see how far the technology is going to advance, because that probably means that people will start missing the old feeling of soulful songwriting and music creation. Right now, in the year of our Lord 2023, almost 2024, the popular music scene is very machine-like. Everything is gridded up, everything is tuned to perfection, everything is polished, and we're reaching this uncanny valley of I can't understand which song is whose anymore, specifically when it comes to the very popular music scene, like the top 10, 50 charts, at least here in France. And from an evolutionary standpoint, when something can replace something else and the replacement is faster, more efficient, less time or energy consuming, it probably means that the first thing, the time has come for it to be gone. Now, I admit I don't really have a horse in this race when it comes to music, because I don't look at music as my life. It was one day a huge part of what I was and who I was, and today it is a hobby, a very fun hobby, sometimes a little expensive, but it is just it's a pastime, for lack of a better word. So do I care if AI is going to replace musicians? While I very well know it will never happen, it's one of those cases that when I say never, I actually mean never, because music, art creation, it's about the human element, and you just can't replace it with code. You can replicate it with code, but the feeling won't be the same. And in general, good timeless art, good timeless music is the type of music that has touched someone's soul, someone's heart. And to just have a semblance of conclusion, do I think AI is going to replace people? Absolutely not. Specifically when it comes to creation, when it comes to the human sciences. I can process things way faster than us, but you can't replace some things in the world with code. You can't. At least I cannot imagine it. I cannot imagine how it would go, how it would seem like. Because human beings, we've been trying to understand everything about ourselves, about how we are, who we are, about our genome, our genetic code, our ancestors, our heritage, everything. We have not been able to find out what exactly is soul. So if something has something to do with soul, with the human touch, with the human element, I cannot believe it could be replaced with AI easily. AI is a tool, like a hammer. You can use it to create things, or you can use it to destroy. And that's pretty much it. I hope you have a good time. I'll see you soon. Peace.